Hello everyone, this is Shake, and today I bring you guys some promised details for the 4th anniversary of the Girls Frontline. And they did a live stream this morning. They showed a lot of new things. Okay, I shouldn't say a lot of new things, but they showed a couple new things. They showed new games and merchandise and all other stuff. And I just want to focus on basically something that's related to the Girls Frontline, like the game itself, as well as the new games. Those are the main detail I thought that was basically the main selling point of this live stream. So let's get into those details right away. So before they start talking about the actual game details and new games and whatnot, they went ahead doing what they usually do every year for this kind of stream, is showing up the data of the players, what kind of dolls they crafted the most, what kind of dolls they used the most, what kind of dolls they modded the most, stuff like that. And it was just the anniversary thing, so I didn't really think it's that valuable, so I'm just gonna kind of skip this one off. But I still want to mention it, how the stream went, as by step. So that was one of the first thing they talked about. So, and the second thing they kind of talked about is they're returning with the True Core masks with the login events, and you can get the dolls you wanted, like the recently added doll like ZV, which is a new 5-star MG doll. So you can get those if you didn't get them from the raid up, so which was pretty nice. Then they're doing some package reruns, so you get to buy all the skin packages that you did not purchase in the past, but once to buy it again, same price, you can just buy it again. They're also advertising the expo skins. So pretty much the first 2 bits was a lot of talking, showing the data and showing some skins, and the next part is when they gonna start talking about new system. So first new exciting detail for the Girls Frontline as a future update and systems. The first system they introduced is a bond system. So what the bond system is, they did kind of talk about in the global interview video. If you haven't seen that, I would say go and check it out. It's a pretty interesting video. Anyways, basically it's kind of like the Arc9 where you have all these operators, and there's that section where you can go in, see all the relations with each character's existing in Arc9. You are able to see their details and kind of connections and which kind of faction they're in. So Girls Frontline has total of 8 different departments, not just the combat, but there's also logistics and all other factions and functions. So they are trying to give you a backstory as well as connections of all these different teams and all these different dolls, not just the main story dolls, but basically they're expanding lore a lot more, and you are able to see all these within the game, so you are able to see more interaction with each other and have fun looking at those things. So it's very, honestly, I think it's kind of long overdue, but I'm glad they're finally doing it. It was really needed that to give more personality to the dolls and more backstory. So I'm glad they're doing it now. And let's talk about another system. So guild system is coming to the Girls Frontline as well, and as it sounds bad, it's not going to have some kind of PvP or competitive aspects as you will expect from the guilds from the other games. It's going to be more of the focus on the corporations, and their idea is there's so many commanders around the Girls Frontline, and all you do is a solo playthrough, and they wanted players to cooperate with each other and really feel like they are part of the PMC, they're in the same company. So the guild system is there to enhance those ideas and give you more feels about being in the PMC and cooperating with each other. So they are hinting potential rewards they're giving away with the guild system. They're going to have some kind of activities basically when you join the guild, but they are also not forcing you to do that. You can claim those potential rewards. You're not going to be left out if you play it by yourself, I'm assuming. But anyways, that's pretty much all the information we have with the guild system. As like I said, they talked about it in the global interview, so you can go and check it out yourself once again. But they also emphasize the idea of actually helping each other's out, like old players helping out the new players in a way with the corporations. So it won't be just calling your friends echelons and just add it down to the road and help them out automatically. I think there's going to be actual player-to-player interaction, so it'll be interesting to see what the final result would look like. So this is the part where a lot of people are excited and ready for is the collaboration announcements. We did already get the Gunslinger Girls collaboration, but we didn't get any more details other than they are doing it. So this time they were giving the confirmation dates as saying when it's coming, and they said it's coming 2020 summer. So that's all we got about the dates, but they went ahead and started showing new characters that you are able to meet in this collaboration. And you know, their arts are very nice, and personally I never really played any of these I don't think so. Okay, it's not a game. I know it's like an anime. I've never seen the anime, so I actually have to catch up with the anime to see those characters and what they're like in their original series. So when I play the collaboration, I'll get the reference and whatnot and have a more understanding and attachment to the characters. So that's what I'm planning to do in the next couple months before the collaboration comes out to the game. Play a catch up and know these characters more about it. But as of now, if you know the series, you probably know what you're looking at in your screen. I personally don't know, but there's a total of 5 different characters they showed up so far. Most likely it's going to have a fairies and whatnot, but we will not see much details. And they also say there will be a normal and a hard difficulty this time, and this collaboration will contain some new gameplay mechanics, and it'll be fresh experience to all players. And Ujung also said I highly recommend to players to watch the anime before the collaboration comes to the Girls Frontline, so I guess I have to once again. So that's pretty much it for Gunslinger Girls collaboration details. Like I said, there's not too much new details about it, and there's another collaboration coming right after this. And would you believe what you're gonna see? I don't know. Let's check it out. So the second collaboration is gonna be about what they announced a couple weeks in advance before the stream, which is a collaboration with the Ubisoft, and they're actually revealing more information about it this time, which is a collaboration with the Division series by Tom Clancy. So if you don't know what Division is, it's a third-person MMORPG basically. You shoot things, you collect loots, you gear up, you get better. And Ujung has more than 400 plus hours in the Division, so he's really into the series, and you can see his excitement when he talked about this collaboration. And it's still at the planning stage, so we don't know too much detail about it, but as you look at the Valhalla, how they implemented like the Valhalla's mixing drinks mechanics into their collaboration, and you can expect things like that. And they hope to portray the feeling of playing Division 2 inside a Girls Frontline, so it will be a very interesting aspect. Maybe we'll raid the boss or something, maybe kill things, the loot will drop, and you get this light shining coming out and whatnot. But that's coming in 2020 winter, so rest of this year we'll probably get Gunslinger Girls coming in the summer and the Division collaboration coming in the winter. So that's pretty much it for the Girls Frontline content updates, and we will see more details about the new games right after this. So the first game they showed as the part 3 started is about this game, which is a remake of the original game they ever created. It's called the Reverse Collapse, codename Bakery. This game has been on the pre-order for a long time on the Steam, and you can now finally see what the game actually looks like. Got full gameplay footage in the trailer. You can check it out on their official website and whatnot, and they did show in-depth gameplay details. And you can see this is a strategy RPG. That's what the core of their original game was. So each round you move around the tiles, you kind of have, I guess, combat. It's a strategy game. It's a strategy RPG game, and each round and turn, you take a turn, you do this, you move around, kill enemies and whatnot. It could be very hardcore from what I remember, and the one thing you notice in the previous footage they had is you can see right here the characters are talking and their kind of mouths are moving, so all the dialogues are kind of animated, which is very, very cool. And it would be cool if you can see something like that comes to Girls Frontline or the sequels and whatnot in the future, but I can see that this is very, very good quality remake. I mean, if you look at original game and you compare it to this to now, like, you can see they put a lot of time and effort into making this game. And like I said, this is one of the first games they ever created, so this probably has special place for them as a developers. So as you can see, this is a pretty cool remake, I would say. If you never played original, I would say go and check it out, the storyline, or you can just wait for this game to come out, and it's quite an interesting game. And the difficulty was relatively high in the original game, so this remake will have various different difficulty levels. So if you don't want to go through so much trouble grinding in game and beat it, you can set it to easy mode and just enjoy the story. And bird turns are also, of course, free to select the high difficulty level to challenge themselves if they play this game in the past, but it'll be a pretty good game in my opinion. And the second game they introduced, oh my god, all this game coming out, it's called a Girls Frontline Glitchland. And this is basically, I think it's a spin-off series because of the setting and all that. And this is not, I don't think it's developed by Mika. I think there was a fan-made game. You'll see like the footage within it. And I think Mika maybe hired a person So they kind of work together to release this game. But anyway, this is still set in Girls Frontline universe, like I said. And what happens, you see HK416, her helicopter crashes during the mission, and she is now stuck in this small town, and which was abandoned by the radiation. And here she encounters a group of refugees who are too late to escape, as well as the former iron-blooded researcher who had disappeared a long time ago. And there is going to have some dolls like a Sunder, as well as the M870, which is a Calico, and who will also maintaining order here. So various visual and contradictory feelings in their own consideration made HK416 decide to help them to complete the plan. So we don't know what else, I don't know who that girl is. Some people expected maybe it's G11 as an Iron-Blooded, I don't know. We don't know. But anyway, this is another game that's set in the Girls Frontline universe. It's quite excited to see all these games coming out, honestly. And after that game, they show the third game. You heard me right, third game. Third new game. Anyway, this game is called the Girls Frontline Neuro Cloud, and this is going to be the prequel to the Girls Frontline, which is very interesting. So you're going to see some characters that you're going to recognize with Persica. She's, you know, basically the mother of the AR team. Crazy mad scientist, whatever you want to call it. But she is going to be one of the main characters. But this is going to be like a roguelike game where you explore and I guess gather resources and go through the game. So if you don't know what the roguelike game is, it's kind of, let's say, Hollow Knight. So you start at one point and you reach the end of it, and during that progression of going from point A to B, you're going to gather some resources and you're going to upgrade and whatnot, and you reach the end, then you do it again as you progress. So I think it's going to be another single player game, and here's some of the details they have within their homepage. It's going to be the material harvest during the adventure is a weapon to build and upgrade the oasis of the new homes and the exiles. Please construct a city, upgrade the buildings, decorate the dormitory according to your preference, and obtain rich resources and powerful bonuses. Before the next departure, hope you and your favorite figures can enjoy half a day here. So as you can see, some of the cool imagery and the visual wise is very interesting, and I think this story is going to be very tied into the Girls Frontline universe as well, like I said, because after all, this is going to be 42 Labs. It's prequel. It's going to be what happened to Info and how she got created, as you see in the teaser at the end right here. So anyways, after the third game, they stopped the stream and they had a little break, and they came back and showed off their last game to show, which is the biggest game they ever created yet. They've been working on it for a long time. They have a lot of people working within the company, and I will show the trailer first, then I'll kind of go over my opinion as well as some of the description of the game, and you know what to expect about the game. But enjoy the trailer. So that's it. That's the Girls Frontline 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm just gonna finish the video up with some of the more details, and that's it. So in this setting of this sequel, set in 2070, and it's 10 years after basically Girls Frontline 1, and you're gonna be the same commander, and so don't worry about being a new character or whatnot. You're still the same commander. You're gonna be leading T-Dolls once again. It's gonna have some different plot twists, so I'm trying to not give you any spoilers. So if you really want to know, you can click the link in the below. You can check out the game description page yourself. But basically, you find this mysterious girl into the tower thing that you will see in this trailer, and how she shoots the laser beams to take out the enemies. Basically, that's what's gonna tie into the story. She's gonna play a big part. So basically, Commander finds a girl, and the girl's gonna lead to the bigger plot. And you're gonna find the truth about the world. That's what the whole game is about. And this game is gonna be a 3D action game with the strategy mechanics. So 3D action shooting game. So there's a lot of different description to beg, but the main thing they're pointing out is a 3D shooting and action and strategy. So a lot of people are expecting this to be like kind of XCOM, but we'll see what happens. Before I go, don't think this is actual gameplay. This might be the engine they're using, but I don't think this is going to be good representation of what the gameplay is. Personally, I don't think this is like the best trailer ever kind of deal. So I understand some concern, but that's what we got, and it's coming out in 2020. So we'll see more details in the future. And also at the end, they show the 4/4's marker put on it. I think it's a UMP-45, so it's kind of interesting to see returning characters once again. So we'll see what comes out in 2020. When it releases, and I will bring you guys more detail. Anyways, that's pretty much about what the 4th anniversary was about. It was like an hour and 30 minutes long, but that's all the detail we got, and I try to summarize down all the important points for you guys to see and listen to. Anyways, let's go over it once again. We got bond system, we got guild system, we got 1 collaboration, we got 2 collaboration, which is the Gunslinger Girls coming in the summer, and Division coming in the winter. And we saw Bakery Girls remake, and we saw 1 spin-off game, we saw 1 of the prequel games, and the last we saw Girls Flying 2, which is the sequel. Anyway, I'm quite excited what they will bring in the future, and hope you guys well. Let me see what your opinion is about in the comment section. Anyway, thanks for all you for watching. That was kind of long video I made. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time with more news and details and gameplay. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.